Yeah, well, I mean, that kind of leads me into a second question of like where you're at today. You know, we know your personal story. We know where you're at and how successful you've been with the business and you know the Amerilife relationship. What is driving you still? Because you're working as hard or harder than most of the folks that we tap shoulders with. So what keeps you so hungry?
Yeah, the arrangement that I made with Orca and with Amerilife at the time, a year and a half ago, part of our deal was okay because I didn't want to quit, and I had a business partner at the time. Life situations were a little different. He wanted a little more freedom, and but I was still all in. So I said, well, what am I supposed to do? And they said, well, we want you to do it again. And I think that was kind of the light bulb that was like, okay, this is the decision I'm going to make today. And knowing that, hey, I've still got a lot of work ahead of me and a lot more that I want to accomplish. Uh, so as a result of that, the last year and a half, we've got, I don't know, three or four new verticals that have kind of really I've taken hold of personally that I care about, and I'm excited to watch how they are going to grow over the next couple, 2 or 3, 4, 5 years. And so that just keeps me going and always looking for new opportunities in the insurance business. And Amerilife, has allowed me the opportunity to branch out in areas that we were limited at when we started out here. And so that's just been great. It's just kept my brain going and keeps me in enthused about the future for me personally, but also the industry as a whole.
That's so true because I know our partnership with Amerilife, it's just expanded. It's expanded our portfolio. It's expanded our mind. And I know, anytime we as the executive team, which actually Richard is on the executive team with us, one of the founding members of ORCA Life, anytime we have a question about either it be a carrier or a product or a line of product, I mean, Rick, you're the go-to guy. And so how do you learn about all these different things?
Gosh, I do a lot of just you guys are, I mean, strong self-development folks, and you talk about it, you preach it, and you live it. And for me, I'm a little bit different. I'm kind of a loner outside of what I may present. So I spend a lot of time just I'm an insurance geek, and I like to read insurance journals, insurance posts, and you name it. So every morning, my day starts with reading something insurance related and trying to keep up with what's going on at the times. I talk to a lot of our people that are counterparts that have nothing to do with us on our financial side around the country, but I'm always picking their brains. And I've been really blessed to meet a lot of people in the insurance business, in the senior market and outside of the senior market. And I'll just pick up the phone and start having some conversations about what's going on in the pulse of your world. And so I don't want to say that I'm unique, but I steal a lot of information by asking the right questions and knowing the right people and not being afraid to put that out there to learn.
Absolutely. Well, just it sounds like networking and making sure that those connections are there. I know when we go typically to those Amerilife either kickoff or conferences, that you're always networking with new and different people from other areas, right? That you might not be an expert in yet, correct?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that was the very first conference that I went to, which was a health and wealth symposium, and really wasn't really life driven, life insurance driven. So I was a kid in a candy store. They were talking about, different products in that room, in this room, in this breakout. And I was like, I got to be at that one. I got to be at this one. So I got to really sit back and look at, what the broad spectrum is of our industry and our business and the senior market. And it's that really set me to a different place in what I wanted to do in the last quarter of my career. And that was really to expand and to add value to other people that may be focused on one and they do one vertical very well. But, there's just so much opportunity in there when you have a client that we get to fall in love with us in a short amount of time, that trust us and they need our help. So when you add different verticals to help that family or that person that you just met, that just goes a long way in my fulfillment and what we do.